Hello again and welcome once more to another legislative update from Olympia. Now, I'm going to jump around a bit this week, but let me start, regrettably, with a bit of sobering news. Last week, the state's Economic and Revenue Forecast Council issued a preliminary forecast of tax collections that showed the state's budget deficit had swelled to over $8 billion. At that size, it's nearing a quarter of our entire operating budget, and it's a shortfall that exceeds even the one that we've seen recently in California. Closing that gap will prove to be exceedingly difficult. For instance, closing every state prison, university, and community college would only save $5 billion, leaving us with more than $3 billion more to cut. Now, we're not going to do that, obviously, but it shows just how devastating the cuts we'll have to decide upon will really be. The good news is we've gotten out front of this problem. Last week, the House and Senate gave final approval to a pair of budget-cutting bills that bolster our bottom line by $735 million, and the governor signed them into law. The federal economic recovery package signed into law by President Barack Obama will provide hundreds of millions in needed relief too. But make no mistake, it's no bailout package. In fact, it backfills not even a quarter of our state's massive budget hole. We've got many, many tough decisions to make in the days and weeks to come. On a more positive front, last week, legislative leaders in both houses rolled out plans for using our state's higher education system to promote vocational skills and adapting it to our modern economy. Now, that package aims to coordinate various financial aid programs, focus attention on degree programs in high-demand fields, boost opportunities for internships and worker training, promote online coursework, and streamline the state's strategic higher education planning efforts. In doing all this, we hope to build a bigger pipeline to increase the flow of Washington students to Washington jobs. Finally, I'd like to tell you a little bit about a bill that I've introduced that would allow consumers to use an electronic signature so they can apply to receive state medical benefits online. Though basic applications have been allowed for several years, written signatures were eventually required for many of those forms. Now, electronic signatures can take many different forms and arguably offer even more security than handwritten ones. What's more, this will make it quicker and easier for families to sign their children up to receive benefits and eliminate barriers to enrollment. It's just one more way government can change to become more consumer-friendly. If you have other ideas, I'd love to hear them. I invite you to call my Olympia office or send me an email to share your thoughts. And remember, check in next week for another update.